Let's talk about good and evil. What is good and evil? What's good? What is evil? I've recently only recently I've even contemplated this. I've never thought about evil before. I've never thought about really good. I mean, I guess it's because of the fact that I listened to Alan Watts for years and years and years. I'm now into my 50s, but I mean, I came across Alan Watts in my 30s and late 30s and all of my 40s. I spent time listening to you can't have a front without a back. You can't have an inside with an outside. When you call something good, you create evil in the world. When you call something beautiful, you create ugly in the world. Because they mutually arise. The front and the back mutually arise. The good and the bad mutually arise. And if you're smart, you'll do the Taoist way and you'll almost be reduced to silence because you create your surroundings. You become what you think about. You can materialize things in your head they're things that are in your head into reality, the physical reality around you. If you want to live in a house under trees, well, next thing you know, you look around, you're living in a house under trees. If you want to be XYZ and you live and breathe XYZ, well, the next thing you know, you'll look around and you'll be X, Y, Z, ing. So, good and evil, you create it. It doesn't just magically appear. Or does it? Is there evil out there? Is there evil that wants to show up? Will it get into you somewhere or the other and you think about it and you create that? See, there I go back to creating again. I think we create the good and evil. I think you do have to be careful of what you create, of what you think about, what you idealize and idolize, because it becomes you. You become what you think about. It really does. I mean, think about it. Maybe there is out there in the ether, out there in our plane of existence, what we can see and feel and touch and hear and experience, maybe there is evil there. I mean, we see it. I mean, if you look at the history of the human situation, I mean, there's violence forever. If you look at the founding of our country, if you look at the Civil War, if you look at all of the wars with which we have participation, then you'll see that there's violence out there. And I don't know if violence is good or evil. Maybe it is, and maybe it's the context in which it's manifested that we can call it good and evil. But there's definitely a demarcated line between good and evil. I think that as we understand it, at any particular point in place and time, and you have to be careful of what you draw into your life, because there's evil out there. I'm beginning to see. I mean, again, just a couple of minutes ago, I was talking about, I just didn't see good and evil. I didn't see those things. I just thought there was. It is what it is, you know? And you start calling things, and it becomes things. For instance, though, there's a reverse of what I'm talking about. If you call something evil, well, then you also create good. If you call something bad, there's something that's not bad. So, I don't know. What is good and evil? Does it exist? Is there really good and evil? Good and evil? What are those things? I'm lost. I need some help understanding good and evil. What do you have to say?